Is it just me, or are we hardwired into thinking that every big goal we set ourselves is going to require us to change pretty much every part of our whole self? I've been a student, and I've been a teacher, and then I've been a student again. And yet, subconsciously, I am still fighting this image in my head that it's only going to be possible to get what I want if I can change my whole life, my whole self, and all my surroundings so much that I'm barely recognizable. And I think some of this comes from what we see online. If what we're looking at on our screens every day for language learning are things like studygrams and study channels with these pristine, fresh, determined looking people, with the perfect workstation, with color coordinated language books, with pot plants that they've somehow managed to keep alive, and coffee in a mug that just happens to match the curtains, it makes sense that it's so easy to imagine that current you isn't ready to learn a language properly, unless you completely overhaul your entire life. Studying has taken on a certain look to it, and part of that makes us feel like if we're not living a studygram, well, then we're not even studying at all. And maybe that looks like telling ourselves that we're going to start studying on a day where we went to bed early and got up early, because real studying happens at dawn. It might be us telling ourselves that we shouldn't even start a language that's been calling to us for ages until we have the perfect workspace, rather than one that is just good enough. It might be that we can't study until the room that we're in is immaculate. Or it might be us telling ourselves that our notes are less good than the ones we've seen online because we've done lots of crossing out and theirs are really neat. So today I want to help you break free from that and to remind you that you don't have to live out a studygram to be making amazing progress in your language. You don't need to write beautiful notes in someone else's handwriting. It's okay to use the stuff you already have, even if the pages curl a bit. And the irony is that we get so much more done when we study as ourselves and use the routines and the methods that genuinely suit us and our circumstances. So here's to studying with messy hair, using old and tatty notebooks, and not giving a thought to what it looks like from the outside. You don't need to be someone else or live someone else's life to get fluent. And everything you are doing right now will make a huge difference down the line. I will see you tomorrow.